opinion where the D.C. Circuit roundly rejected the challenge to Special Counsel Mueller's appointment a few years ago.
So let me ask you, because I know that, if she were to rule against Jack Smith in these cases or his appointment, that would give him a chance to move to have her removed. He might succeed. This case could continue. I saw something interesting, though, that was a little bit different. I wanted to ask you about, George. It was a professor at George Washington Law School. It was a tweet, and I was reading it, wanted to get your thoughts. So he had another suggestion for the DOJ to work around Cannon if she rules Smith was not constitutionally appointed and he can't serve. So he said, it says the government should not appeal. Instead, have the U.S. attorney in Florida refile the same charges in a new case, hope the case is reassigned to a different judge, and then have special counsel prosecutors designated as special assistant U.S. attorneys in Florida to continue their prosecution of Trump. He says that could end up being a much quicker process. What do you make of that argument?
I mean, I think it's an interesting gambit, and actually Randy Eliason and I had an exchange about this on X, and I think the problem with his suggestion is that the next case that would be filed by the U.S. attorney in lieu of the special counsel could also easily, under the local rules as I read them, go to Judge Cannon, because arguably it would be efficient to have the same judge handle that next case. Let's leave apart the question of whether or not she's competent and biased. So, the argument on the that Professor Eliason is suggesting is that the rule only applies to the assignment of cases where there's an existing present case already before the court. But I think the rule actually could go beyond that. And so I'm not at all sure that Professor Eliason's gambit would work.
Right. Well, I appreciate this context to it. It's an interesting idea to consider, as we are in this sort of Alice in Wonderland world where these are the kinds of conversations we're happening. All right, George, thanks. Great to see you.
Thank you.
And next, with over 50 years of practice, Biden has had his ups and downs on the debate stage.
With all due respect, that's a bunch of malarkey.
One of his favorite words. Plus, Trump facing new backlash tonight after proposing what he's calling a